Okay, so now let us go on to section 80EE as well as section 80EEA. Let us try to understand both the sections simultaneously because the expenses is same, the applicability is same, the conditions are different, the amount of reduction is different. So now what is the purpose for which 80EE can be taken? It says that interest payable on loan acquired from any financial institution, any sort of financial institution, the loan is borrowed for what? For acquisition of house property. Any sort of acquisition of house property, if the loan is taken, so ultimately 80E says you can take that amount of interest paid as reduction under 80EE. Same thing is the case for 80EA. 80EA also says the same thing. You have taken a loan from a financial institution. The purpose of the loan is what? Acquisition of a house property. Then you can take that as a deduction if few conditions are satisfied. Now let us see the applicability. If we try to see the applicability part, this section is applicable only to the individual. So individual only the section is applicable. Okay. Any sort of individual, the section is applicable. And same thing for your 80EEA is also applicable for the individual. So ultimately eligible assay is whom? Eligible assay is going to be the individual. Then what is the amount of reduction? Least of the following. The least of the following is known as reduction. What is the least? Interest payable. So whatever amount of interest payable, or I can consider rupees 50,000 interest payable or rupees 50,000, whichever is least is known as reduction under section 80EE. Under section 80E, that's what is the amount of reduction which you can consider. Now, what about 80EA? Interest payable or rupees 1,50,000 is the amount which you can take as reduction. That's what is the amount of reduction which you can consider. Again, loan is borrowed for the purpose of acquisition of a house property from a financial institution. 50,000 in the case of 80EE. 1,50,000 in the case of 80EEA. Now the important question is when 80EE, when 80EEA. Now the thing is, the first condition says any loan borrowed during 1st April 2016 to 31st March 2017. Loan is sanctioned during the period of 1st April 2016 to 31st March 2017. That's what is the first condition. And other conditions satisfied. 80EE. So here the first condition is what? Loan is sanctioned on or after 1st April 2016. Any loan is sanctioned on or after 1st April 2016 up to what? And loan is sanctioned on or after 1st April 2016 and up to 31st March 2017. In this period, if the loan is sanctioned during this period, so ultimately and other conditions are satisfied, then 80EE is applicable. Otherwise, if the conditions of 80EEA are fulfilled, then ultimately we have to consider 80EEA. Okay? Then the second condition is what? The second condition here we are focusing is nothing but the value of residential house property. So the act says that depends upon the value of your residential house property also. We need to decide whether you are going under section 80EE or under section 80EEA. So now let us see what is the amount of house property. It says the value of house property should not exceed. It should not exceed rupees 50 lakhs. So the first condition is loan is sanctioned during the period 1st April 2016 to 31st March 2017. And the second case is what? Second condition is nothing but the value of the residential house property acquired does not exceed 50 lakhs. Then the third condition is also applicable. The third condition says what? Amount of loan, whatever amount of loan availed, loan sanctioned, amount of loan sanctioned should not exceed should not exceed what? Rupees 35 lakhs. So again, any person taking a loan for the purpose of acquisition of a house property from a financial institution, being an individual, whatever amount of interest paid by him or rupees 50,000, whichever is least, if the loan is borrowed or the loan is sanctioned during 1st April 2016 to 31st March 2017, and the value of the house property does not exceed 50 lakhs, and the amount of loan sanction does not exceed 35 lakhs, and the last condition is what? SSC should not hold any other house property other than this new house. SSC should not possess any other house apart from the house acquired. The house which is acquired. That's what are the 4 conditions. If these 4 conditions are complied, then it is going to be a case of 80EE. If these conditions are not complied, then ultimately if these conditions are not satisfied and the conditions of what 80EE are satisfied, then ultimately we will be going into 80EEA. Now let us see what are the conditions to be satisfied in the case of 80EEA. Now the first condition is what? Loan sanctioned. The loan is sanctioned during what? The loan is sanctioned during 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. The loan is sanctioned during 1st April 19 to 31st March 2020. That's what is the first condition. Then the second condition, in 80EE, we were focusing on something called as the value of the house. But in the case of 80EA, we are not focusing on the value of the house, but we are focusing on something called as stamp duty value. So here we focus on what? Stamp duty value. Okay, stamp duty value. So here we are purely focusing on something called as the stamp duty value should not exceed 45 lakhs. Should not exceed rupees 45 lakhs. So that's what is the basic condition which you are supposed to satisfy. And finally, the last condition remains the same. SSC should not possess any house other than this particular house which was acquired. So these are the basic conditions which are supposed to be satisfied. If you satisfy these conditions, so ultimately you can take the benefit of 80 EEA as well as 80 EE. Clear? That's what is the applicability. And furthermore, the basic principle is what? Double deduction is not allowed. See, there is something called as section 24 that will discuss clearly the applicability of 80 EE, applicability of 80 EEA, and section 24 will try to understand clearly when we are going through what income from house property. They will try to understand the impact of all these things. Okay, so just take a note of this. Then we'll be going to something called as 80 EEP. Next section is section 80 EEB. What is this? Any sort of expenses. You are incurring some sort of expense. For what purpose? Expenses again on interest. Interest. Okay. Interest on loan borrowed. You are borrowing some sort of loan. Interest on loan borrowed. For what? For acquisition of electrical vehicle. You want to purchase some sort of electrical vehicle. So ultimately, any person who is wanting to buy an electrical vehicle for which he is taking some sort of loan, on that if he is paying some sort of interest, on that interest, whatever interest paid is eligible for deduction under 80 EEB. Now same as EEA and EE, EEB is also applicable for some person called as EEB. What is the amount of deduction? Please note the following. So the amount of deduction is the interest paid or rupees 1,50,000, whichever is least. Here the condition to be followed is only one thing. The loan should be sanctioned between 1st April 2019 to 31st March 23. So if that during this period, loan is sanctioned during the period 1st April 2019 to 31st March 23. Then ultimately the person can claim the deduction under section 80 EEB. So interest payable or 1,50,000 whichever is listed is allowed to an individual who has taken a loan to purchase a vehicle which is something called as electrical vehicle, and on that 1,50,000 or interest paid, whichever is payable, whichever is leased, is allowed as deduction, provided the loan is sanctioned during the period 1st April 2009 to 31st March 23. Clear? That's what is something called as the section 80 EB. So just take it out of this. With this, we had finished the 80 deductions from 80C to 80 EEB. So then we have to proceed from to 80G. So once we are done till 80GGB, we can say the deductions based upon expenditure are done. Then we can focus on something called as deduction based upon the income. Clear? So just quickly take the note of this so that we'll proceed on to the other coming sections.